Hello, guys. I hope you're all doing great out there. Greetings to you all. Once again, I'm back. It's me here, Kilang, and it's been a decade that I haven't made this kind of video. So today, I just want to say that about I just want to talk about God, what God has done for me till now. God has been so wonderful and so amazing. He has done wonders and miracles in my life till now, and I'm so happy and glad for this very beautiful life that sometimes good things takes time. Okay, good things takes time. So just just wait, yeah, for the right time. Yeah, I just want to say that sometimes our life is not in our hands, even though we plan so many things in our life. you know like, even though we plan so many things in our life, if it's not God's plan, then it will never happen. So I'm so sorry. you know like so I'm so sorry, yeah. Like, even though we plan so many things, if it's not in God's hand, then it will never happen. That's what I want to say. Yeah, I'm so sorry for that. I became emotional. So, like, our life is in God's hand. So, in His time, He will bless us with everything that we need in our life. Okay, so just have faith and um just pray to God what you need. Yeah, God will definitely answer, guys. Lastly, I just want to remind you all that always be good to others and always be kind to others. Okay, never be rude to them, and always be kind. Okay, to everyone. Yeah, even though no matter how much they hurt you, no matter how much they like hurt you. Yeah, you should be always be kind, even though people hurt you. You should be kind to them. Yeah, and yeah, pray for those people who hurt you also. Pray for your enemies and for your haters as well. Okay, I just want to say that. I just want to tell you all that like, in our life we're going to face a lot of problems. Everyone is fighting their own battles in their life. So be kind to everyone. Yeah, be kind to everyone. Yes, I just wanted to say that. And also I want to say that like, in this world, you know we'll face a lot of problems, but in everything just tell God and pray to God. In Philippians 4:6 also it says that do not worry about anything, right? Just pray and tell your problems to God. He'll answer your prayers. One day we're all gonna die, one day or the other, for sure. Yeah, we'll all die. So when you're alive, you give what you have. If you have money, then you help others with that. Because when we die, we're not going back with anything. Like, we came naked on this earth and we're going naked. you know I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Like, in this world there are so many rich peoples, but they don't help others. They don't help other people. So we should help others, because helping others is very important, because after we die we're not going to take anything with us. So help with what you have today. Yeah. I also want to say that like, people will come and go. So yeah, as long as we live in this world, we're going to face judgment, and also we're going to face criticism on this earth. So, like, just ignore them, because God is gonna judge them in the end. Yeah, I haven't made videos because I was busy. I'm so sorry for that. Yeah, so today I just thought of making this video for you all. In this world, many people, they want to hear about gospel, but they can't, like, yeah, even me, I have my own, problems in life. Like, I have my own problems. Even though I share God's about God to you all, I have my own problems in my life. Even though I share it to you, the gospel also, like, even me, I have heard God many times, so many times, in this world. Yeah, because I'm just a human. I'm not someone who is, made of stone or steel or iron. I'm just a human, and I heard God. Yeah, so sometimes I feel guilty for that. Yeah. God has been so good to me. Has been so wonderful to me. Even though I sin millions and hundreds of times, He has always forgive me. And I don't deserve this much love and this much forgiveness from Him. I don't deserve it at all. Sometimes I feel like I'm not worthy also, because God has been so good to me, and I just want to thank God for everything. I always pray for you all. Like, as a human, we always compare with others. We always complain about ourselves, and we always complain. We always look in the mirror, and then we are like, I don't like this, I don't like that. We always used to complain. Whenever it rains, we complain. When the sun comes, also we complain. When winter comes, we complain. When summer comes, we complain. Humans are not satisfied with anything in this world. I've noticed that. Yeah, we are never satisfied of anything else. We always complain. So we should never complain, okay, about ourselves, because you are beautifully and wonderfully made by God in His own image. So never complain about yourself, and never compare yourself with others as well. Okay, I'm telling you this. Yeah, never ever do that. But we as a human, we always do it. We always complain. We always compare with others. Yeah, but we should not do that. We should never complain. Yeah, I just want to say that. Yeah, in this world full of cruelties and all, like, some people, they really need to hear about the gospel. So yeah, some people really need, but it's just that these days people are really greedy. They don't even think about other people's, okay, in this life, in this world. We're living in a generation where like, no one notices us, no one notices our pain. Even me, I don't know what you're going through in your life. Every one of us have our own story to tell. Even me, I have my own story, and I've shared it with you in my last video. I hope you saw it, right? Last year, I've shared my testimony. Yeah. If you have not watched it, please go and watch. Yeah. I've shared it. Every one of us have our own story to tell. So before knowing their story, please don't judge anyone. Okay, I just want to say this. And yeah, I also want to tell you all that, yeah, you may be thinking that this girl, she also used to share about God, but let me tell you that, you know, many people needs to hear this today, you know. So I'm just sharing it. Even though I share about the gospel, I'm not a holy person. I'm not that holy person also. Even me, I sin. Even me, I fall down. I fall, and I can raise up like that. I've faced so many failures in my life, but I didn't give up. I didn't give up because giving up was not an option for me. So I didn't give up. But I tried, and then today I'm here where I am, and I'm happy for that, yeah. Because of not giving up, I'm what I'm today, and I'm happy for that, yeah. I'm happy for myself. I'm happy, yeah. Even me, I failed many times in life, but even though I failed, I just woke up. I just got up and I just did my part, you know. And today I'm happy for where I am. And this is all because of God and me, myself, yeah. Because of God and because of everyone's support that I'm getting. And yeah, it's also because of my parents, because of the love and for the support, yeah. I also want to thank my parents for everything that they have done for me till now, yeah. And like, so in life, never give up in your life again. Even though you're going through something hard in your life, also never give up. Just work hard. Even if you fail, also get up and try. Because in trying, there's nothing bad in trying, There's a quote that says, try and fail, but never fail to try. Okay, so keep trying, never give up in your dreams. I know you've got this, yeah. You're all such a wonderful people. You're all such a wonderful person. Thank you so much all for your love and for your support. Always keep supporting me the way you are doing now, yeah. Thank you so much all for everything. I'm so happy that I have you all in my life, yeah. I always pray for you all as well. Every night, every day, I used to pray for you all, yeah. Thank you all for your love and for your support, yeah. I love you all so much. Yeah. I also want to say that you're all so precious. You're beautiful just the way you are. You have pretty eyes, pretty lips. You have a pretty hair. Every one of you is beautiful just the way you are. So you love yourself and be yourself always, okay? And never ever be rude to anyone else. Okay, I just want to say that. So, yeah, just love yourself, because if you love yourself, then that's so wonderful and so beautiful. And love God always. Pray to God. Yeah, that's very important in your life. And yeah, always obey your parents as well. Always, you know, pray for your partners, pray for your future husband. Okay. We all face ups and downs in our life. But no matter what you're going through in your life, know that you are important as well. Eat food in time, sleep well. Don't forget to, you know, put a smile on your face, even though your day is going worse and your day is going so bad. Also, put a smile on your face and make others happy. That's the most important thing in life. Yeah, I should say. Yeah. um, like, yeah, sometimes life is so boring. Sometimes life is so hard. But even though your life is going not well, so smile to yourself and say you're strong. Even me, I always go in the mirror, I always look in the mirror, and then I always talk to myself, saying that, girl, I just used to, pat my shoulder like this. Girl, like this. You're strong, girl, you're strong, and you're doing well. I just used to say that to myself to make me more stronger, yeah. I just used to say that every day. I just look in the mirror and say, girl, you're doing great. I'm proud of you. I also used to say that. And when I become emotional, I also say myself, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong, like that. Yeah, we should, like, comfort ourselves also, right? Sometimes. So, yeah. Uh, and yeah, what I notice in this world is that, you know, when people get a job or when people achieve something great, they become so proud of themselves instead of, staying humble. Don't do that, okay? Even you guys, like, be humble, give thanks to God, because it's all because of God and your hard work, right? So you should give thanks to God instead of, so proud, instead of being proud. Okay. I just want to say this, yeah. And yeah, I just want to say that never hurt anyone else, because hurting someone is really a painful process. So never hurt anyone, yeah. And what I noticed in Naka people is that, I'll just tell you in Nakamis this one. Like Naka people can do like bishi manakangi kiko bishi insult na manakangi bishi like negative comments kanti like comment section side do Naka people na Naka manukani bishi dage manakangi judge kore na judgment bishi kore. It can do like twangi koli munjado like please change this now instead of judging one another. Let's all encourage each other na ido koli monasimoy achi tuang sabki na please judge no kribi kungiwi ulibi one correct krina na tanini biakta krishi noili do ini pakta krishi ule one batangi change kulege. We should make them right. I hope you understand my point, yeah. Like, we never know when God is coming back to this world. He can come anytime, anywhere, like thief, anywhere, anytime he can come. So, like, for example, like, we Christians, we should think this properly, okay? Because our life, sometimes we think like we live by our own, but no, we can't live by our own without God. Our life is meaningless and useless. So yeah, this is, we're still alive because God is still with us. God is always still with us. Because of that, we're still alive. So we should pray to God. Our life is like a flower, okay? Sometimes, like, it just blooms and then disappears because we're all gonna die one day. So yeah. What I want to say is that, like, we never know when God is coming back. Anytime he can come, anytime, yeah. But when he come, if we are not ready, then of course we're going to hell for sure. So when we're alive, be ready, and we never know what is going to happen. He can come anytime, and when he come, it will be too late. He'll not forgive us that time. I hope you understand. Yeah, we should change ourselves when we're on this earth. That's what I want to say. Yeah. And also, I just want to tell you all that, be kind, okay? Be kind to everyone and don't hate anyone, because you never know what they're going through. Because everyone we meet in our life, they are fighting their own battles. They are fighting a harder battles in their life. So we should never ever hate anyone. Don't judge anyone, okay? Because judging is not good. Only God can judge us, but not us. Who are we? Who are we to judge someone? We don't have any right to judge anyone, okay? That's what I want to say. We don't have any right to judge. Yeah. Sometimes our life is so unfair. Yeah, very unfair. Sometimes it's like that. Even though I've seen many times, God has always been there for me, and He's always there for me till now, and I'm grateful for that. Yeah, I'm so grateful for that. God has never left me alone. God has been there with me when I needed. God has been there with me, and I'm so happy for that. Yeah. And I just thought of sharing the gospel to you all, I just want to say that likewise I always mentioned in previous videos also, right? That never leave God alone, okay? Because He's always there with you. So never leave Him. Always read the Bible. At least once in a week, read the Bible. Yeah. That's very beneficial for us. And always stay with God, connected with God, and tell your problems to God. Pray for your partners as well. That's very important for your future, yeah, for your future husband. Pray for them as well, you know. And because prayer is very powerful, okay, it's very powerful and it's very important to in our life, in our daily life, yeah. So we should pray and tell our worries and problems to God, yeah. That's very important. I just want to say that in life we face a lot of problems, we have family problems, we have relationship problems, we have many financial problems, many problems we have in our life. So just pray to God. That's what I want to say. Yeah, prayer is the only key, okay, in everything. Remember that without God our life is meaningless and useless. Okay, so never leave God alone. I just want to say that. Yeah. And also want to say that be humble to everyone, be kind, and yeah, we should learn how to forgive others as well. Yeah, it's not easy, okay, as a human it's not easy to forgive someone, but we should forgive them, because even God, He forgives us every time, so we should also be the one who should forgive others. We should learn how to forgive others. And yeah, love yourself first, because without loving yourself, people will not love you. So love yourself. When you start loving yourself, people will recognize you. Okay, so love yourself always. And I just want to say that, you know, just when you see other people, just smile at them, okay? Because, like, and smile, just smile and make others happy. That's what I want to say. Yeah. And sometimes I become so emotional because, the way God is still with me, even though I have seen many times, God has always forgiven me, and I'm so glad for that. To be honest, I don't deserve, okay? I don't deserve anything from Him. I don't deserve the love that He's giving me. I don't deserve the forgiveness, to be honest. Yeah, I don't deserve anything. But He's so good that, He has always loved us, has always been there with us, and He has always been guiding us till now. We're all alive because of Him. Yeah. And I also want to tell you all that, so believe in that and then have faith in that and pray to God. Yeah. I just want to say that. Yeah. It's just that we can't wait, but God has bigger plans for us, for our life. Yeah. Sometimes, good things takes time. Okay. Good things takes time. So just, just wait. Yeah. For the right time. Yeah. I just want to say that. Yeah. So, yeah, that's all. I hope you take care. I hope you take good care of your health, and then, stay safe wherever you are. Okay. So, okay. Bye bye, everyone. See you in my next video. Yeah. Take good care of your health and stay safe wherever you are. Okay. Bye bye.